Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Girl. Waiting for more of y'all to get here so we can have this discussion in regards to out of body experiences. So, where's everybody at? Oh, I guess I better. Sorry. So, hey guys, how's it going? So, I've never personally had an out of body experience. Um, at one point in life, I thought I was close. I went through a really horrible ordeal and yeah, ended up in the hospital and then could have swore I heard my daughter in the other room crying and she wasn't in there. So not sure that would be considered an out of body experience, but it was an experience, I'll tell you that. So let's see, I'm waiting for everybody to get here. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and copy this link so when they show up, people are here and they can get on. Paste, chat. All right, Dawn. All right, John. Where? So, anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. It's pretty hot out there today. I had to take Daisy or Lucy to the vet. She's a healthy little girl, 19 pounds. Wow. There's John.
How?
Hey, John. Hello.
Good
Hello. Hello.
morning.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Eh,
There's Dawn.
Dawn, you got the damn echoes again. You got the damn echoes again.
I fixed
Did you
it.
not get in? Oh, yeah, it did say yes, 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 and yes.
I didn't. I put on mute. It didn't say nothing but yes, yes, yes.
Oh, you got to scroll up.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
and no.
And yes.
Yes, 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 and maybe.
And there you go. Yes, yes, and yes.
Yes, yes, no.
You're in the fucking basement. You wait a minute.
Oh, he said no. Oh shit. I ain't got him in the basement yet.
No, I see this camera and my.
Well, scroll up. Say continue.
Enter.
There you go. Enter broadcast studio. Hit, push it. Just wait a minute.
Now everybody.
Now, there you go. Hey, wait a minute. It still says Mike the neighbor. Say Dick Dick.
That's good. I'd rather my than Dick. Good. I'd rather my than
John says.
No,
John says it
say
should say
Dick Dick.
big.
No. You ain't the one talking.
Dick Dick.
Can I just put BDD for Big Dick Daddy?
No, no BDD. Just Dick Dick.
No.
No,
We're talking about a millimeter, not a big.
I don't care.
I don't care. It doesn't matter the size.
It's the motion.
It's the motion ocean. I don't care what it says.
Yeah, your ocean slap.
It's not how you fish.
Do
Wait,
what?
forget. Hold on. Let me think of it again. Forget it. I lost it. I
Huh?
forgot it. I forgot it. I lost it. blonde moment.
That's a good thing, probably.
I never forget.
So, John, let's start off with you and your out of body experience.
Well, it was you could say drug induced. I had went to Oklahoma and done
What?
some peyote tea. I had went to Oklahoma and done some. As soon as I got through puking my guts up, I was looking down at myself. I was looking down at myself. Literally. Literally. Weirdest thing ever.
So and that's what they say is that when you go to do that out, when you go to have an out of body experience, you actually like hover above your body and you see everything going on around you.
Yeah, it seems like I was about ceiling height, really. And I was looking down at myself. My body was just laying there, and I'm hovering above it. It was quite strange. And everything around me, all I could see was red.
But you could see like figures and other things going on, but it was like
I could see
kind of like they
everything that was
say,
going on.
rose-colored glasses.
Kind of, but I could see everything that was going on around me. I could hear it all. I just couldn't respond to none of it.
Huh.
I could even hear myself talk.
So what'd you do? You got attacked by coyotes?
No, I had went to Oklahoma and went onto a reservation, and a man there, a medicine doctor, had hooked me up with some peyote tea.
Oh, yeah.
You know what peyote button is, right?
Oh, so yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Wow.
The guy said I never died or anything, even though it seemed like to me I was dead.
You thought you were?
Yeah.
So you basically, so as far as the medicine man giving you peyote tea, he was basically, so there was nothing different going on. It was just everything going on normally, but you were hovering above. You could see everything, but
I could hear
because
everything.
A lot of them will say that you go through that. It's kind of like, oh, what do they call it? I can't think of it. Kind of like a change of life situation where so they would do it to boys becoming men, and they could see like the future of their life, or that's the words I'm looking for. Is more of like a rite of passage.
Right. The medicine man that gave me this stuff told me to look for my spirit animal.
And did you see anything?
I saw a bird.
Any particular type of bird that you saw?
So I guess that was my spirit animal.
Could, like,
I don't know what it was. It was just a big bird.
Just a big bird.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you any details on that. Like I said, everything I was seeing was in a red haze. Yeah, even the people that were walking around my body all in red.
Well, better watch out for that red. You know what they say.
Yeah, I could have went on down to the south pound of town or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't either. But it did change my look on things, though. That's what really put me in the paranormal thing.
Yeah. So when you came out of
Yeah,
it
because it's
and
kind of really
you
strange when
wanted
you're
to
looking down
do
at yourself.
the,
Huh?
yeah, I could see that. I was gonna say I could see that it's kind of strange when you're laying and you're just kind of looking down at
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, this big bright light thing that everybody talks about, I didn't see anything like that. Or this tunnel or
Nothing like
whatever.
that. Well, well, that's because you weren't going through like the death process. You were going through like a, what was those words you used? A rite of passage type
Right, I
scenario.
was right, right. And I was told to look for my spirit
So
animal.
I could see that. Yeah, so I could see that there being a difference. You not seeing the light or a tunnel or a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, I you're just seeing something else due to, like I said, or like you said, the rite of passage instead of just a death scenario.
Right. Well, I look at it as more of a drug induced thing. That's what it was. A very powerful drug.
Yep, that's what it was. But they use a lot of that for medicinal purposes, especially
Oh,
medicine man,
yes.
hence medicine man. It's more of a medical thing for them than it is a recreational thing for them.
Well, for them, the medicine man is somebody that heals and blah, 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 and deals with all that kind of stuff. Their medicine is not just for healing, it could also be for, like I was doing, looking for my spirit animal. Supposedly, that's what he wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Even though I was
Okay.
personally there just for the high, I wanted to experience that part of it.
Right. Right. Okay.
And it got really, really crazy if you're dead or not. And I don't even remember
That's
how
crazy.
it all ended.
So would
Yeah.
would you do it again?
I would.
You would?
And the reason why, because I'm a lot older now and I understand things in a way, but different light. So I'd like to try one more time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that too because, when you're younger, you're not looking at things the same way as you do when you get older. So I can understand that.
That's right. Right. And I'd
When
like
you're
to see
younger,
if
you think you're
it's the same thing
invincible.
or exactly. And like I said, I was only there for the high. I wasn't there for the whole spiritual part of it.
Right. Now, would you be more interested in the spiritual part of it instead of just the
Absolutely.
high? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Yeah,
if
but
you
see,
went under and you went through the same thing, what is it when you go under? What would it be? What would be the one thing that you would be looking for? Other than a spirit animal, would you be looking for anything else in particular?
and and I can keep in my mind that I want to explore instead of just staying there
Yeah.
staring at myself. I want to know if I can explore.
Yeah, That would be neat to be able to do. Now,
Well,
if
you know what I
you
mean. I want to be able to spiritually.
would you want to take somebody on that trip with you?
Yeah, that would be awesome if ever any way possible that could happen. That would be awesome
That would be cool if you could take somebody with you and
because I think at that moment,
be able to do it. I don't know where my mom's at. Yeah.
if you could take two people and link them together in some process to where they see and feel all the same experiences the other person does, I think that would be a way to really wake people up and link
Yeah.
people better because it's very strong. I
True.
mean,
True.
that energy that you feel when you're hovering above your body is very strong. It's very present. It's in your
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Hmm.
I played with a lot of drugs in my life, kiddo, and that was probably the craziest one I ever tried.
The peyote. So would you
Yeah,
do
this
the
is put it this way.
tea
That's the
again, or
shit.
would you do some? Would you do it a different
Yeah, the
way?
tea's the only way I would do it. There are other ways, but
A
not for
different
me.
way.
Yeah, take the tea again. It was in a bowl. He
You
hands
just
it to
did it
you. You
like
take a
a.
drink. Yeah, you take a drink. You turn around and you puke your guts up, and then bye bye.
Then you're out.
Yep, out for hours.
See, now I had it wasn't an out of body experience. I mean, I didn't see myself, but I could hear things in a different room. I was hearing things that wasn't there. Um, I was dealing with a bad issue with my ex husband, and I ended
Not in the
up
right
doing
frame of
something
mind.
really stupid. Right, did something really stupid, and I ended up in the hospital, and I could hear my daughter Maddie in the other room crying, but she wasn't even at the hospital. So I'm fighting these nurses that I need to get out because my daughter's in the other
Wasn't
room
real.
crying. Needless to say, what's that?
What?
I was at you were saying something and I cut you off and I was saying what was that you said?
Oh, I said just because it wasn't there doesn't mean it wasn't real.
Right. But they ended up putting me in a room by myself with nothing but a mattress on the floor. Well, when I did, I went in there and I'm still struggling to try to get out of that room to get to my daughter. Um, I seen grass growing on the mattress. I don't know what it was, but I was I saw grass growing on the mattress. So I was like, never
I
again
got it.
will I pull that crap.
I hear you.
Next time I want to go home, I'm
I hear you.
dragging my ass home. I'm not letting somebody tick me off so bad that I do something so stupid that I end up in the hospital. All
Yeah.
because I wanted to take my butt
All you're doing
home.
is letting them win anyway. That's right.
Yep. So, to make a long story short, what had happened was I was with my kids' dad, and we were at his mom's house. And we had lived at his mom's house for a while, and we had finally gotten our own place because, just whatever. We were looking for a new place and blah, blah, blah. Had a new baby. Well, we got our new place, and the electric wasn't on yet. And I wanted to go to the new house. So I was going to, I don't care. I wanted to go to my home. So what? The electric wasn't on. It was nighttime. We were going to go to sleep anyway. So ex-husband decided, you know, we weren't going nowhere. I was staying there. And I said, oh, shit, geez, dude, all I just want to do is go home to my own home.
Yeah.
Well, a big fight incurred. Cops were called, and cops were going to take me to the hospital. And I said, you know what? If you take me to a goddamn hospital, you're going to have a reason to take me to the hospital. And they said, well, we're going to get you evaluated because you just don't seem to be yourself. I said, why? Because I want to go home. I don't want to stay at my mother-in-law's house. I want to go home. Well,
That's right. Fuck out
anyway,
of here.
they had prescribed me antidepressants for the I have hypothyroidism. So my thyroids or I have hypothyroidism. So my thyroids don't produce enough whatever it produces to keep my hormones level. So I
Right,
told
I got you.
the officer while we were driving, I said, look, I said, I don't know why you're taking me to the hospital other than the fact that I want to go home and you think I need to be staying at my mother-in-law's house. I said, I don't find that a reason, but if
Yeah.
you need a reason, so I'm sitting in the back of the cop car and I overdosed on my medication. So I literally took all the pills. So got to the hospital and I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? I literally pulled my pills out of my purse and I set it down and I said, I just took these in the car on the way up here because if they're going to bring me to the hospital, they're going to need a reason. And here's their goddamn reason to bring me.
And here's the reason. Here's the fucking reason.
So,
Yeah, I got you.
and here's your reason. So, yeah, I overdosed on medication. So, and what bothers
Yep.
me the most about people is they get online and they're like, oh, I'm so depressed. I'm so distraught. I'm so depressed. You are not depressed, especially when a month later you come back online and you're like, oh, I'm so much better. I'm so happy. Depression doesn't work like that. You live with depression every day of your life. You have periods of you're good, you have periods of you're down. Um, for someone to make it out to be something so easy to deal with, when you've lost your first four kids to your first marriage because you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and you are
Yep.
being threatened to lose your last two kids, that's depression. That's depression. Depression isn't when you're sitting online talking about how much money you got and this, and this, and this, and how nobody wants to be around you because of that reason. You want to sit and brag about what you got, who you are, blah, blah, blah. That's your fault. That's not depression. That's you making everything out to be you, not depression. So don't sit on Facebook or sit on YouTube and make everybody think that you're
The problem is
depressed.
you can't do that.
Lucy's mad at me. She went to the vet today.
She'll be all right, mama.
She got a shot. This bitch weighs 19
Oh,
pounds already and she's
oh.
only 11 weeks old.
Well, that's good. She's being taken care of. That's like my little buff dog.
She's mad. Going to work? Have a good day. I love you. Be careful. Thanks here for picking your sister up this
What'd you
morning
say? I heard
and
going to
giving
work.
her a ride home. I was
Oh,
I
talking
was
to somebody else.
I was talking to my son. He's getting ready to leave and go to work. So I wanted to tell him bye. I love you. Have a good day.
How?
Be careful. Gotta do the mom thing. Don't get a ticket today. Thanks for letting the cat in. But yeah, and then that's when they diagnosed me with hypothyroidism. And put me on all this medication. And at one point, I was on so much medication, I felt like a freaking walking zombie. So,
Yeah, I
well,
know that feeling.
I'd take my kids to the park, and the kids would be playing, and I'm just sitting there. And I'm like,
Hmm.
this is not me. I cannot do this. I'm usually up playing with my kids. I'm not sitting, letting them do their thing. I'm one of them hovering helicopter mothers. Man, I am over my kids always. And I quit taking it. I guess it was probably 6, 8 months later, I ended up getting a divorce from him, leaving him, getting a divorce, and I haven't been any happier. People can say, "Oh, it was the hypothyroid, it was the postpartum depression after having babies." No, it wasn't. It was the situation I was in. It had
Yeah.
nothing to do with what was my physical self. It had to do with the fact that I was with a man who knew that I lost my first four kids to my first husband in a horrible divorce, you know, and to threaten me every day with losing my last two, oh, well, you lost your first four, I'll just take your other two. It won't be that hard since, you know, well, guess what? Guess who's had them and guess who's raised them? This one right here.
Hmm.
So,
I know what you
but
mean by
after
talking about
that,
the
I had
fog.
been fine. Oh, the fog. Oh, yes.
Yeah, when I was younger, I call it today as being a live wire. They tried to put me on Ritalin and all that kind of crap when I was younger, but I was a little too smart for that, and I quit taking the shit on my own because it was making me walk around in a fog. I wasn't myself.
Yep.
But the problem
Yep.
was when I was being myself, I was getting in trouble.
See,
It's
I
taken
wasn't
me,
getting in trouble.
it's taken me most of my
Well,
life to learn to control myself
mhm,
because
right.
I would work off just impulse. Something told me in my
Well,
head to
see,
go
and
do it.
I told
I did
you,
it.
right? And you just did it. See, remember I told
Just
you
did it.
that I went through an issue. I said, I won't go into it. One of these days I will get into it. And because it's not something that I'm very proud of, but it's something that I couldn't help and I've tried. I don't have the family to help me. Um and I was
I
very
didn't
young at
either.
the time. Let's I mean, I got married at the age of 18 as soon as I was legal and was divorced 5 years later. Well, when I got divorced 5 years later, um he took my kids away from me and use them as a way to still
Hmm.
control me. Like, if you don't do this, you don't say
Yeah,
that,
use
you
them as
don't be
pawns.
here at this time, you don't, yeah, you don't do this, you can't see your kids.
Yeah,
I ended
well,
up
all I
in the
got to say
stress center twice.
for a person to take kids and use them
I've tried.
against anybody, that person's sick in their own head anyway.
Yeah.
And they want to
Well,
talk about
you
us.
know, right. And what hurts me is, I did everything I could to get my kids back. I fought as much as I could, and I would show up when I was supposed to. He wouldn't show up. The cops, the only thing they would tell me, law enforcement, would be, "Oh, it's a domestic issue. You have to take him back to court for contempt." What part of
Yeah.
I'm working my butt off and I can't afford an attorney? Not with what these attorneys are wanting to charge. Well, the one that I found that would do pro bono for me had um, seen who I was going against and decided it was a conflict of interest. So he couldn't work for me no more.
What, was the guy a cop or
So
something?
there I was. The attorney? Oh no. Oh no, my ex-husband, my first husband, no. He wasn't. But his family and him have lived in that area all their
Oh,
life. So
so
they
they had
knew a
pull.
lot of people out there.
I get
Yeah,
it.
and I knew nobody out there. I
Right.
moved to a place where I knew nobody. I worked at the Walmart in town and I did overnight on construction. So it'd be 6 at night till 6 in the morning. Well, he came to my work at 2 o'clock one day when I was getting ready to take my lunch and packed only what he wanted me to have in my car and told me I wasn't allowed back. I said, I will be back. I'll be back there to pick up my kids as soon as I go let my bosses and everybody know what's going on. I'll be there to get my kids. He said, no, you're not. Well, when we went to court, he tried saying I abandoned my kids there. I had no
Yeah.
attorney. I'm sitting there fighting for myself. And, you know, I love my mom, but not one of them came to help me. Not one of my family members came to help me in no way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Not one.
I haven't talked
But
to my
I don't
older
hold that
brother in
against them. That was
23
on
years.
me. Yeah, that's on me. It's not on them. It was something that I was dealing with, and if they didn't want to get involved, they didn't want to get involved. I mean, what can you say? Can't do anything about it. Shit.
No. Well, sometimes too, maybe it
So,
was better off they didn't get involved because
yeah,
it could have
because
turned
it
out
could have been
worse.
a lot worse. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, I didn't get to see my kids for years. And, I still have an issue with sometimes they make comments. They make comments, okay, but they don't go back and remember when I did pick them up, or, when I seen that there was something not right going on, I would keep them. I've had cops at my house, I don't know how many times, because I refuse to return them. I
I
tried.
don't know how that
I
is.
don't know what to say.
I don't understand how anybody in this world could sit up there and say, "Oh, you can't have your kids." I don't get that. It will never set right in my mind. I don't know how it's even possible. If you listen to your Bible and believe in your God, He says, "Thou shalt not judge." And the reason why we shall not judge each other because none of us are perfect.
Exactly.
So
And
you
not
got a
all
man
of us.
sitting up there on a bench with a black cloak on, with a fucking wooden hammer in his hand, giving orders and telling people what they can and can't do over a bunch of thoughts that
Yeah,
other
and
people
because,
had. Whether these thoughts are true or not, nobody knows.
right, right. And my thing is I was working all the time. He didn't have a job. We lived at his mom's house while our house was getting remodeled in St. Louis. And, I was working and I was paying his mom half my paycheck to watch my kids. So
Yeah,
I'm
but it doesn't
paying them
matter.
to
It's like you
watch my
said.
kids. but they turn around and take them from me. They don't tell the law enforcement, the judge, what I am doing. They're only telling them what they want to tell them to make it better for them.
And that's all they're going to listen to,
And I'm
too.
sitting Yeah, and I'm sitting over on the other side by myself in tears, unconsolable. Like, excuse me, but do I get a word in? Or, well, how's this going to work for me? Get off my
They don't
table.
care. That's the problem.
So, yeah, and this guy didn't. And I said, so how am I supposed to, what am I supposed to do if he doesn't show up with the kids? Their attorney stands up and says, "Oh, they'll show up with the kids. You won't have no problem." Bullshit. I
Yeah,
would
right.
call to talk to the kids, and they'd be like, "Oh, the kids are at church. The kids are at a wedding reception. The kids aren't home." Come to find out later on, the kids are like, "Yeah, we were home because we would hear them tell you." Oh, well, they're not home, or they're here and they're there. So why do you want to keep playing this all off on me when you guys were there and you heard me calling? You heard this,
It's all about
but it was all
it's
my
all
fault.
about saving face.
Right, right.
They're going to save their own
So,
face. They don't
hey,
care about yours.
of course not. I need to do something really fast. Maybe.
Go for it.
That girl takes off with my house shoes every chance she gets. I can only always find one. Okay, I'm going to let these out and I'll be right back.
Go for it. Well done, my Max. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, little boy. Oh, big boy.
Hey, Lucy, if you can't see my house shoes, I'll take it out.
What's coming? Let's shoot my tags.
All right, I know you're mad at me, but
What? Shelly and somebody smoked out something.
Oh, Max and the
He's like, oh yeah.
Say, what is that?
That feels so good. He's like, I
Hi,
feel so
Max. He's like, huh? Hi, Max.
good. He don't care.
Dang it.
Uh,
I'm on mute. Oh, no, she turned my mic on.
no, you're not on mute, bro.
Yeah, by this one. When she turns back on, it'll go back to mute. I think.
No, you're not on mute, bro. I can hear you. You are not on mute at all.
Well, she didn't mute me at first because we had that
Yeah, bro.
static or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just when she went offline, it took me off.
So, John, did you keep everybody busy?
Get myself busy.
Kept yourself busy. Hi, Mike. You're sitting over there
Hi.
all nice and calm, chilled out.
Just sitting here listening and enjoying.
Come on, phone. There it is.
What'd you do? Freeze up,
There it is.
John?
What'd you say?
I said, what'd you do? Freeze up?
What'd you say, Mike?
I didn't understand it either.
I said, what'd you do? Freeze up?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I do? Freeze up? Yes.
John's always froze up.
Yeah. John's always froze. Are you saying he's got a cold heart?
No, I'm a warm-blooded guy.
I'm saying I don't see that.
Yeah, he's cold as ice.
It can be.
Hey, that's what they say about me.
Cold as
I'm
ice.
a cold-hearted bitch. That's what they say.
Well,
What now?
that means we are one of two.
Yeah, only because. Okay, so my scenario. You see me driving down the road. There's a person on the side of the road over here with a sign that says, "Please give me money. I need food." You've got
No.
a dog over here with a sign that says, "I need food. I'm hungry." Lashawna's going to pull to the left, pet the dog, get in the back of my car, and feed the dog. I'm going to wave at the human while I keep going by. They're like, well, why would you not help the human? First of all, the human is capable of helping themselves.
Exactly.
If they have
Dog
two
ain't.
arms, two legs, a set of eyes, and any bit of capability, they can do something. A dog
This is what I
has
love.
to fend for themselves.
That's right.
A
But
dog
this
has
is what I
to
love with
fend
these
for
people.
themselves.
You see these people standing down a corner with a sign saying, "I need help," right? But then you look
Yeah.
down at their tennis shoes or their jeans or the shirt that they're wearing. The tennis shoes are $250 shoes. The jeans are at least 80 bucks. The t-shirt's at least 30 bucks. Okay, now let's look at the cowboy hat you might be wearing, or even the ball cap. At least $25 or $30 a piece. And you're telling me you need help?
Yeah. Or they're covered in tattoos.
Well, it's funny down here. You go by Walmart.
Or they're smoking a cigarette, but they need help.
If you go by, like you're going up to Walmart up here,
Down
on
here.
the corner, I mean, all four corners, there's somebody sitting there. And most of them are pregnant women saying, I need help or I'm hungry.
Okay, so
And if
you're
you
pregnant. You're probably getting something from WIC plus public aid. If you're
food
pregnant, you
stamps or
probably have
whatever,
other kids. Yes.
You know,
yeah, but then you look at them too. They're dressed all up, all real nice. You go look at their car; they're driving around a damn BMW. But yet
I
they need
know.
help.
Right.
No.
Right.
if I thought you
I think
actually
it's crazy.
needed help, I would help. But these people just don't understand.
Right. Well, and that's the
Well, what's
thing.
funny
Is
to
that
me is they're
try
trying to
handing
represent a
them
poor
food.
person, but
Yeah, but you're not.
huh?
Try handing them food. They would rather have money than the food. If you're hungry,
I have
don't you
actually
want the
tried
food?
that.
And a lot of them would rather have the alcohol than food.
Or the
Or the cat.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
through mine. Yeah, but she can hear him through mine.
Yep.
That's
I
why I
can
talk
hear
a
him
little
through
loud.
you.
Just a little. So
If we microphone on, we get amplification, and it starts to ringing.
Yeah.
Yes, she can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear Dawn.
I can hear you.
Tell her you can hear. Where's your picture at?
I can hear you.
She, get your knuckle out the way, woman.
No shit.
Say hi. She can hear you and see you.
Say she can hear
We can
you.
all hear you.
She's waving
I
at
can
you.
hear you.
Doctor.
I know she's been pretty
That's what
quiet
it is.
last
Like I
night
said,
and
her phone's
today.
too
She's
close,
just
so
been
it's-
sitting there looking. Oh,
That's
I
all she
bit
does
my
most of
lip
the time.
so bad today. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
So, any other out of body experience or any other experience that are just something different?
Oh, I've had lots of funny
Paranormal
experiences.
experiences.
I've seen many
Any
UFOs.
some what?
No, the thing I've had was that one thing,
I-
but
I
don't it ain't nothing. Body part.
What, Michael?
The body
What?
thing
I
had.
heard some. What was the body thing that you had? Body
He
snatches?
got sleep paralysis.
Oh, okay. What about Dawn?
Wants to know, have you ever had out of body experiences or any crazy things that you've seen?
He
Or
calls it crazy
whatever.
things. I call it paranormal.
In her sleep and her dreams. We'll say that again. Like in her sleep. Just say it. Okay, so she was in her sleep dreaming. She don't know where she's at. It didn't last very long. But she'd be talking to people. What were the people trying to do? She don't know. When we talk with her about paranormal stuff, we got to watch the words we
Yeah.
use because she may not understand what we're saying.
Oh, okay.
Like paranormal, actually, she does understand that one because of me, but otherwise, she may not understand it. So, anything else? Anything crazy? Did you ever see anything funny? No.
Has
No
she
ghost.
ever seen anything like something strange happen around,
Have
for
you
instance,
ever
like has she
seen
ever
anything?
seen something
Something
move?
strange? Something move that was not supposed to.
Like a shadow that she hasn't.
She said, yeah, she's seen like things move like shadows, but it moves really fast.
Yeah.
You know, really quick.
Right before your eyes and gone.
Hold on, I got a question for her. When you see that kind of stuff, what do you call it? Paranormal, or what would you call it? You don't have a word for it? She has no word for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question.
Shoot it.
When you have a dream, okay, or and you wake up in the morning, but you actually thought you'd done it.
It's kind of like a deja vu thing.
You didn't, but it just
That would be deja vu.
Yeah.
You understand the term deja vu?
yeah, I
You
know what it is.
know,
It's like you've done it, already done it, but you're dreaming of it. It's
Not-
already happened or it
not-
hasn't happened.
well, okay. Deja vu is when, like, say you walk into a place, everything about your being is telling you you've been there before,
Yeah.
but you know damn well yourself you've never been in that place. Well, that's kind of deja vu. And it
yeah,
can work in other ways too.
yeah.
That's weird though. Because I've had dreams like that. And I was like,
Well,
I ain't never been there
dreams
before.
dreams are your subconscious mind talking to you when you're asleep.
Yeah.
That's when your subconscious mind is actually more awake. You could say at the moment your mind is trying to process everything that it has learned during the day. So as your mind is working to process all this, and you may be seeing small bits and parts of it, and some of those bits and parts may come together as one and make a dream. And sometimes that dream may not make any sense to you
It doesn't.
because it's all different parts of your day coming together. And your mind's trying to make sense of it.
It's not.
Well, it is. But what you're seeing of it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Of your conscious mind, it's like, what the hell is this? This makes no sense to me. That's because, again, it's all bits of information coming together as one in your mind as you're asleep.
Okay.
Now, there are things like prophetic dreaming, which where you dream about the future and it happens. That's called prophetic dreaming. Now, that's a whole different ballgame than
Well, I ain't had that yet.
deja vu or any of that.
I just wonder because it's like, I ain't never been there before.
Exactly. You remember the girls' house up here in Springdale? What was it, Decision Point House
Yeah.
for the girls?
Yeah, right there.
Right now, it's Panera Bread.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be a two-story house that the girls were in. Well, before those girls lived in that house, I had a buddy that stayed in that house. The first time I walked in that house, I was like, I know this place like the back of my hand
Like you've been there before.
because I had been there before. But I can tell you in my own soul and body right now, has never been in this house
Yeah.
up until right now.
See, that's what's weird about it though. 0504. We need to quick vote.
Crystal,
So, how about you?
Hello.
I see. Yeah, Crystal showed up. Hi, Crystal. Welcome
I'm
to
doing
Crazy
all right,
Girls
hello, baby girl.
Oddities and Adventures. I
Do
got
what,
my
man?
favorite people here.
What is my baby girl doing today? And where's my grandson?
Point your finger,
Lenny?
John. Where are they at?
Where's my grandson? Lenny? I can't see your text, so you're not chewing on me. Ha ha.
This is the last. This is the way it went.
Okay, I lost
This
contact.
is that.
About the chat. Fine.
What is she
And
saying,
then-
crazy girl?
There you go. Not a single thing. And he's playing. Laugh out loud.
My kid knows me too well. She She just remembered something about when she was little. They lived in an old house.
Yeah.
She was asleep one night, woke up real early in the morning. She said she remembers like a ghostly face being right in front of her. She started to scream.
Okay, I lost everything. Damn it. Okay. What the fuck?
She said it looked like an old man, very old man with a beard. He looked Amish. That's what she's saying. He looked Amish.
Ah.
Yeah,
Now, do
when she
you
was
guys have a
little.
lot of Amish around your area? Right.
No, not really. No, we go further into Huntsville, we'll find more of that, but not really a whole lot.
What about
Did you
when
find
she
them, Mike?
was younger?
That's when she was younger. How old were you?
But when she was
She was around 12.
12, yeah. Now, when she was younger around that age, did she live around the Amish? Was there Amish anywhere in the vicinity?
Have you ever lived around the Amish people? No.
No.
That's the wrong one.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Now
Let me see.
I'm going to
Let me
tell
see
you,
what's wrong.
I had a really weird experience that had to do with the Amish as well. Before we lived here, or before we moved here, I had this horrible nightmare of the back sunroom, that there was 2 beds in there. I was in one, my kids were in another one. Well, all of a sudden my kids jumped up and saying that there was someone in there. Well, in the bed next to me I could see my husband, but there was an Amish man on top of him, like holding him down. And now this was in my dream. And his mouth opened up so big that it looked, I thought he was going to eat my husband's head. That's the way it looked. I got up and I screamed. I grabbed my kids. I went to go running out of the room, and something had grabbed my daughter and pulled her back in the room. So when I went back there was a girl.
Get in the back of my car and feed
It
the
was
dog.
like an Amish girl.
With the human while I keep.
That's crazy. I
I
wonder
was
what it
weirded
is
out.
with
I
the
told my
Amish.
friend, I don't know. I think for me, I was watching too many of the paranormal stuff that happens with the Amish. You know how they bury their supposed witches under trees so that the roots go around them to keep them like in.
Right, they put a tree over the top of the casket.
Yeah.
You have any Amish dolls?
You know, I don't think I do. I don't believe. No, I don't. That's weird. I have no Amish dolls. I have hundreds of dolls, but not one Amish doll.
Do you know the Amish dolls don't have faces?
Yeah, they say that it brings the devils in. The Amish don't like witches. No,
That's
they
right.
don't, Crystal. They
You need to get you
they
one.
an Amish doll?
Yeah.
If you could find what, the one with no face?
You would have to go
Or
to an
one
Amish
that looked like
community
an
to get one.
Amish? You know, I wanted to have Amish are really good with their hands. They can sew, they do woodwork. Well,
Yeah, they
Yeah, they do
I thought
everything by
about
hand.
They
yeah,
are definitely
I thought
skilled.
about seeing if they could make some dresses for my dolls. Like I want the big flared out dresses that are like back in the
I
1920s
don't
where they
know if
wear
I
the big.
would tell them it's for your dolls.
Yeah.
They might not go for that.
But the
Yeah,
Amish, as far as building cabins, they're the best at it, from what I heard.
They are very skilled, bro.
Yeah.
Back in Salem
I'm not.
was
I
it
don't
the
know
Amish?
Amish who are hanging the females. No,
That's
I
true.
want to say it was a Presbyterian. Was it the I thought it was the Presbyterians, or are they Amish too?
They're all almost the Puritans.
Oh, that's right. Puritans is what I was thinking, not the Amish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Well, the
know what?
Puritans and the Amish are almost identical in their belief.
Right. And what's funny is that just because I was born a redhead, they would accuse me of being a witch because of the hair color.
Exactly.
That's all it would
You
take
see
would
this?
be the hair color.
You
Like,
see that right
motherfuckers, try
there?
me.
That would have got me done too.
Yeah.
Because back
Yep.
then they thought witches, no matter what, if you could perform anything that they thought was witchery, you was a witch.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, let's see.
So you couldn't even perform, if you helped
I would have had to die. My mom would have had to dye my
somebody
hair
like
at
in the
birth.
doctor that somebody was sick and you helped them and cured them, then they thought you was a witch.
Yeah, because you're not a doctor.
Unfortunately,
They
that is
want you
true.
to be seen by a doctor. Yep. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, but even then,
You couldn't.
a doctor would have been considered a witch.
Yep. Yep. Back
Girlfriend, they had to
then, a lot
believe
of these
if they
people.
put a person in a river in a chair,
Go
the thing
ahead,
I love
John.
about the
Finish. I
Puritans
know
the
what you're
most,
gonna say, but go.
the thing I love about the Puritans the most is they have this belief if they kill the person was innocent.
I know, right?
But
Like,
if you saved yourself somehow or another, you were guilty.
right?
So how can you win?
Go
You can't.
figure.
Yeah, go figure.
And
It's either
that's the thing. That's the thing with.
or live, and either way you're guilty or innocent.
You
That's the thing that bothers
what
me
the
is
hell
all
is
these
going on with
Christians. They
this?
run around this, and this. But they were killing people because people weren't going along with what their religion was, what their belief was.
That's right. Well, that's the Christian way.
Pagans,
Believe me
Wiccans.
or I hurt you.
We don't.
What was that movie
Yeah.
back in
Well,
the day?
pagans
Back in
and
those
Wiccans.
King Solomon,
Dawn.
probably not, probably before that, but they caught witches or people they thought witches and tied them up and burned them.
In Solomon days,
No, it's before, after that, I think.
you're talking about the Puritan days. That's when they did that, the great witch hunts
Yeah.
in Salem, Massachusetts,
Yeah,
and all them.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not back in any king day. I mean, there were
No,
kings, but that was on the other side of the damn
Yeah, no,
world. There were no kings here.
no, but they used that as a.
Well, they just stuck
Well,
with the same old belief.
Right. And me, as far as me, in regards to Christians or any religion, if it makes you a better person towards other human beings, That's great. I'm glad that that's what you believe in and it's making you a better person. But don't come throwing your stuff down somebody else's throat when their religion makes them a better person.
What's funny is I
And
grew up
not once
with
have you
Christian
heard.
and Baptist.
Mm-hmm. I did too. I think that's why I'm very leery on Christians, and
Yeah, my grandfather
I'm just like, yeah,
was a Southern Baptist preacher for 50 years.
your grandfather was.
Yep, in a little town called Cave
Shit, when
Springs.
my dad
The church is still there.
when
Yep.
when my
We're
dad
right
was
down Main
alive
Street.
and we were younger, we would go stay with him and he would send us to our grandma's house, and we were at church Sunday mornings, Sunday evenings, Wednesday evenings. And I'm like, we vacation Bible school, anything they were doing, we were in on it. And I was like, oh. So now I go to, if
Oh
I
yeah.
have to go to a funeral or something like that, you hear the preacher preaching, and I'm the one sitting in the back with my head up going,
Yeah.
can we get on with this now?
Can we hurry up? I got other things better to do.
Yeah. I get in
No.
trouble at funerals because I make jokes and I try to make light of what's going on, considering, you know, but that's just me.
We're supposed to party when they go away. We're supposed to cry when they come into this world.
I hope they all party for me when I go out.
Me too. Throw a
I don't
huge
want no
one.
people sitting around. I don't want people sitting around pissing and moaning. Jeez, get over it already. If you're going to piss and moan, you should have pissed and moaned to me while I was alive
Yeah.
to let me know how you feel. Not wait until I'm gone and piss and moan about, oh, she's, you know what? Just look at it like this. Hey, dude, I saw her last week and we had a fucking blast. So
Yeah. Let's
I'm
do it
good with
again.
it. So let's have some more fun.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So
Lenny, if you're still in the chat, bring the baby down here. That's my nickname for her,
she
is Lenny.
has, she said last, Lenny,
Lenny.
Lenny. So when I was a bartender, my mom's boyfriend, well, Kurt, he started calling me LA because, after you've had a few drinks, it's kind of hard to say, hey, Lashana. So now it's a lot of people call me, hey, LA. And I'm like, hey, thanks, Kurt.
Hey,
I guess that's an easy one.
that's just because they can't say it.
Oh no, they would get drunk and it'd be like, oh hey lasagna, can I get another drink? Oh hey la shawanwa. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
excuse me. Or I'd have
Who the
them
hell are
come
you
up and
talking
go.
to?
No, they were saying
They'd be
about
like,
food
your name's
lasagna.
what?
They were
Yeah.
saying
Do
about
I
food
look like a little
lasagna.
damn noodle? No. But
I'm
yeah,
good.
I had fun back then.
I ain't worried about names. I've been called every damn name in a book by professionals. So it's all good with me. I don't care.
Call me anything
It's
in the world
funny
you
when
want.
they say, oh well,
Call me late for supper.
That's right.
right,
You
that's
better
my thing
call
too,
me for
especially if
something.
it's free.
I'm telling you, right?
A free dinner. That's right.
Don't call me
Someone says,
late
hey,
for
you
that.
want to
I'm
go
gonna
out to
get
dinner?
pissed.
You buying? I know, right? Like, you buying? I'll go. If I'm buying, hold on. Give me a minute. I got to get ready. But no, it's kind of funny because me and Kurt used to never get along. My mom's boyfriend. Never get along. And then one day I listened to my mom talk to him, and I looked over at my mom and I said, you know what? No wonder you two fight, because you can't shut up. You can't leave things alone. You can't leave well enough alone. You just keep going and going. Now,
Yeah.
I'm the type that I'm going to be like, hey, John, that really fucking irritated me what you did yesterday. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm
Yeah.
not going to go, do you remember what you did yesterday? Do you remember this? Do you remember what you did do you remember how you said that to me yesterday? I'm like, okay, so yesterday you irritated me. I'm the fuck over it, and you need to get the fuck over it.
That's the truth, right?
Get the fuck over
Not
it.
Just
drag
get the
this shit
fuck over it.
along.
God
I mean,
damn.
seriously,
It's
It
done.
really ain't all that fucking hard. Get over it.
life is
I
too
like it when people
short
are
to
mad at me
be.
anyway.
Well, the way I look at it,
I don't care who's mad at me.
glad the same pennies you got mad at.
And if
Thank
you ain't wearing no
you.
panties, who gives a shit? Somebody said, shh.
Look at it. She laughed at it. What's the truth?
Well, it is the fucking truth. You gonna get mad at somebody?
For nothing.
You can get mad in the same fucking panties you were wearing, and you can get over it. And it doesn't matter if you're wearing panties or not.
Boxers, whatever.
I don't give a shit. Thongs, boxers, I don't care.
You're going to get glad the same ones you got mad at.
Dental
Well, if you give me the
floss.
opportunity, I'm gonna stick that thong further
Dental
up your ass.
floss, a band-aid. Wedgie.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Wedgie.
You come over here bitching to me, and you got a thong on. You got a problem, because I'm gonna use it. I will stretch that son of a bitch up
I'm
around
gonna
your
leave
head.
that. I am so gonna leave that one
nerds.
alone.
Oh, trust me, I'm an asshole when
I
it comes to
am.
that shit. I will pull that sucker up over your head fast.
Nerds. They're from my
Oh, I'll
nerds.
tell you what. I'll tell you
They
what
probably
ticks
got
me
that
off the
from me.
most. Let's talk
Huh?
about what ticks you off the most. So tell me what ticks
The
you off
mouth.
the most. I mean, what's
The mouth.
You know, I could take anything in the world, but I can't be called a SOB.
yeah.
That would make me kill him.
My mom would ask you, "Was that a bitch?" And if you just said no, she'd have told you you're a fucking liar. So go ahead and call me some bitch, because my mom would agree.
That's just something I don't know. I've learned to not, take. Or bastard.
My mother would wear a shirt say, "Yes, I'm a bitch." That's just like my shirt that says "Supreme, fuck you." Yeah. My mom didn't give a shit about that kind of stuff at all.
And my mom didn't
I'd
either.
be whooping somebody's ass over making comments like that. And she just told me one day, "Boy, I am a bitch. Quit worrying about it."
Oh, my mom is, but it's.
And I'm like, "Okay, so what am I supposed to do when they call you a bitch?" She says, "Nothing. I am a bitch."
Yeah.
That's something I learned.
See, that's how I would always tell my kids. You know what? Let them call you that. Just look at them, shake your head at them, and be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you might want to say that to my mom."
Well,
yeah, there you go.
My mom would just agree with them.
If you got marbles big enough to say it to me about my mom, then you might want to have marbles big enough to say it to my mom to her face.
Yeah, but some folks may not, they may say that, but they may not have the marbles afterwards.
They don't have the marbles, most of them.
They don't. That's why they do it in the first place. Is because they have no marbles.
That's right.
They have no marbles. Because the last thing I'm going to do is call you a name. If I'm not
Yeah.
getting along with you and things ain't working out, guess what? I'm just going to walk away. I'm not going to stress myself with any more drama.
It
Yeah.
really depends on how far you
So,
take the words. The mouth running to me is what will get you in trouble with me really quick.
yeah,
Especially if you're
yeah.
trying to defend yourself and you're not doing a good job at it, you might as well just stop, because all you're going to do is anger me.
See, am I with as far as that? Sometimes I get so pissed off though, I can't even talk because I lose
Yeah, when
track
I
of
get to that
all
point,
my
it's dangerous.
words. I'm I lose track of my words. I can't speak correctly. My words are not kind of like I do on here from time to time because I get nervous or I'm thinking too far ahead and my words are not lining up with my thoughts.
I
Yeah,
understand that
So,
completely.
but
Times that
when when I
they
get mad,
say
I'm
something,
mad
I
when
don't
I
know how to
stutter.
respond.
Yeah,
I get it.
yep. And my
But
dad was the
again, with
same way.
me,
When he stuttered,
that's like, again, with me though, you stuttering, you trying to defend yourself with your words and you're not able to, the best thing you can do with me is just knock it off.
right.
Because if you continue to run your
Just stop.
mouth and you're not doing a very good job at it, all you're going to do is really make me want to come over and hurt you.
Right. Now, see, my biggest problem here is I'll be arguing with somebody and it finally is over with. And we're not even arguing about anything between me and him. We're arguing about something else. It has nothing to do with us, but we're arguing about
Yeah,
something else.
some complete
Well,
random
then you get a
nothingness.
phone call. Yeah, that don't even why I don't even stress about it. But then it's all over with. You finally get it done and over with. Somebody calls later that night and says, "Oh, hey, by the way, did you hear?" and starts it all up again. Just so I'm the middleman between people arguing here.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, though.
I'll bite the heads off of both people for that. And I will make it a point to go over and slap them both.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I was
I
so
don't play
ticked
that way.
off. I had such a good day Wednesday seeing my son. And then I come home and things are distracted and I finally get that calmed down. And then a phone call comes in and it's all over again. And I'm like, just because you don't have to live here and deal with it doesn't mean you can come up here and start shit. You don't even come here and start shit. You call to start shit.
Exactly.
I'm like, if
And those kind of people to me ask for whatever they get.
you got that right. Well, I have to be somewhat
Well, it's
nice
like you
about
said,
that one.
they literally called you up to start trouble. So whatever they get, they get. Fuck them.
I text and said, "Hey, I need you to call. Floyd wants to talk to you." Called back and it's like he's outside for 20 minutes. Next thing you know, he comes in and I'm like, "Oh my god, not again." And I
Yeah, here we
understand him
go.
being frustrated and upset about the whole ordeal, but it was done and over with. It needed to just be dropped. It didn't even have anything to do with us. It had to do with my son. So, I'm like, whatever. Just it's over. It's
Yeah, but
over
some people
with.
don't want it to be left alone. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
exactly.
I know.
Most people
I
just
know.
try to keep going just to see how far they can push you.
I know.
Push me.
Y'all
They
gonna
don't
push
want
me
to
once.
push
Push
me.
me. I want you to
Because
push me at
once
that
you
point.
push me to that point to where I'm going over the edge, it's not going to be fucking pretty, and it's not going to be pretty for either
No.
one of us.
Somebody's getting hurt and it ain't gonna be me.
Well, see, in my
Ain't gonna,
mind, once I reach that point, there is no such thing as consequences. I don't give a shit at that moment.
but there's no coming back from it either.
No, because at that point I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, this is my thing with, you know what? The one that's pushing my buttons better watch pushing my buttons, because I got some shit that they don't want people to know. And you keep pushing my buttons and starting shit, guess what? LaShawna's going to open her pretty little trap and start letting people know who you really are.
Again, those
Not
kind
this
of people
fake-ass
ask for
bullshit
what they
you
get.
put out. So frustrated about it still, but I'm over it. I'm frustrated
what they
about it
ask
still,
for.
but I'm over it.
They want all.
So
Who gives a fuck if they like it?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But they can think they're going to take it over. It ain't going to happen.
You know, I try myself to be nice to everybody, but at one point in time,
It's time
fuck
not
being nice.
Yeah.
Nice is over with.
Yeah, it's time to act. If you can't do it, then get the hell out of the
It's
way.
either act or leave it alone altogether.
you know what? If you can't play nice, don't play at all.
That's right.
Go to your play box and play with your friends. Don't come to
And
my
play with
play
your shit.
box to destroy my sandcastle.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Don't come up messing with
You
my
wanna-
stuff if you don't want to be there.
You want to step on a turd? Step on your turds. Leave mine
Play your
alone.
game and just play it on your side.
But the biggest problem we have in this country
That's
today is
right.
we got people that live on their own island, but they want us to follow and live by their own. I cannot be controlled by another human. That other human is a foul creature just like I am. So leave me alone. I will go through my own trials and tribulations. I don't need your help. If I do, I will ask for it. Otherwise, stay the fuck out of my business, and you won't have a problem.
Yep. You know, and see, that's like that conversation we were having last night about pedophiles. You know, being out there. It honestly, I don't even know. This just blows my mind that people get online and they pretend to be something that they're not and hide the fact that there's something going.
But see, what's funny
And then
is,
you're trying to. What is the big deal with wanting to do this with children? I don't understand that.
It's not just.
I think I have an idea. It's the pure thing.
It's not just the people. It's also cops, judges, priests, everything.
Oh, it goes from the top down to the bottom. Oh, I've got that all covered. I mean, I've got
all the way to the bottom and all the way to the top.
Hence the reason Jeffrey Epstein was taken out. He was ready to give up a lot of those big officials that are into all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that just shows you that we have people in this world that think they're above and beyond the rest of us.
Yep.
And some of them are because they wear a badge and a gun.
I heard, this has been a few months ago, but I heard that there's this group that's trying to make it legal for adults to be able to have relationships with young boys. Is that true? Is there really a group out there trying to make that legal?
I would not doubt this at all.
About it, but if that is, they're screwed up more than anybody else.
They're saying that it's like a disease. It's not just a mental, but it's.
I ain't heard nothing about that.
Let's just put it this way. There's groups out there that are trying to do anything and everything they can. But this kind of group right here, I think myself, once they group up, we should go over there and destroy every last one of them.
Yep.
in my mind, that is not something we need to be playing with. We need to destroy it quick.
If not, it's going
I
to get worse.
agree. You know, and like you
But
said, you know, these kids are our future.
Exactly.
And if you look around, there are so many children being murdered by their own parents, by grandparents, by brothers, by sisters. You know, they were saying on this whole Summer Wells case, I was watching it again. They're saying 1% of children in the United States is kidnapped by strangers.
that's
Okay,
1%.
1%.
Okay, I want to ask you something.
But let's put that into a number. That's 4,000 kids a year.
Thank you. Thank you.
4,000.
I
I
was
think
just going to
one
say
is
that
too
same damn
many.
thing. That 1% is such a large number, it's ridiculous. 4,000 kids.
Yes.
And that's not even counting the ones we don't know of.
Yes.
That number
That
could
parents are
triple in
not
size.
telling.
I wanted to ask you a question about something. You know, on that, I watched the video, part of it, and they was talking about a red truck.
I think that is just a distraction. I don't think
Thank
that's the
you.
case. I
That's
think
exactly
they're
what I
using
told him.
that as a, hey, I need you all to look for this, so y'all ain't looking over here at
It's
this.
called misdirection. And yes, ma'am.
Well, see, that kind of reminded
Now,
me of the Morgan Nick thing.
yeah,
You had the red truck with the
With the
camper on the
camper
back.
shell. Yep. And that may be where
yeah,
that
and
come
it had
from. She
paint
just
buckets
remembered
in
it.
the back.
But it's just like she
Yeah.
said, that's a distraction.
Yeah, I understand
I
that.
believe it's
It's a
just a,
They use that as a distraction to
I
throw them
believe
off
it's just a
the
distraction.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So
Either the mama done it
that's
or the
like,
boy done it.
yeah, that's like also, it wasn't just a red truck. There was also some little yellow car that they were talking about.
That's true too.
Well, guess what? You look in her photos, there's a picture of her with the yellow car behind it. So what are you
Thank you.
saying?
Yeah, I
Are
didn't get to that
are
point
you
yet.
trying to give little clues?
Yeah. Yep.
Giving clues that they know.
It's called misdirection.
Exactly.
You point out the obvious and they see it, and that's all they see.
Yeah. They expect they unexpected.
And the truth is, our law enforcement in this country is not intelligent enough to see this sometimes.
Yeah, but we see.
They see the obvious, and that's all they see.
And that's what the law enforcement's having to do now is go over all these YouTube channels that's covering this case and going over what's being said, what's been said, all these interviews that's taking place on YouTube.
They could
They're
do
just
this,
going
but
through
they're
all of
not
this
smart enough to do this.
Mm-hmm.
They really are not.
And then everybody's giving this Juanita the psychic a big ordeal about her being there. Look, first of all, if I was missing a child, I don't.
Listen.
Yeah, if I was missing a
psychic
child, I don't.
I would
Go
use
ahead,
any
John, because
means
I got a feeling
necessary.
you're going to say what I say. That's what I was going to say. I don't care if one psychic showed up here or 100 showed up here. I'm going to want everybody's help. That one psychic may be the one to put you in where you need to be.
That's right. And even if it's just wild coincidence, it was there to be.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But see, our police department has this thing to where they want to be the heroes, even though they are the zeros. So they don't want help. They don't want us to come in and help because we're going to solve this. We're going to find her, and they're not going to have anything to do with it. It's all about face.
They know that they can solve it, but if they have the public come in and they find it,
The public
and
will solve it.
they're screwed. They're like, "Oh, we didn't look there."
Look, man, it's kind of like this. 99% of all the crimes and murders committed out in this world, the cops do not solve. The people solve it for them.
Hey,
That's why they have football time.
watch this. Watch this. Tell Dawn,
Okay?
watch. This new doll that I got.
Don ain't here.
Dawn's not here. Well, yes, she is.
Oh,
She just popped back in here on mine.
You see my
Oh, there she
K2
is.
meter lighting up?
Yes.
dang. Oh, right there in the middle of the back.
Have you run a necrophonics app on her?
Not yet. That'll be my next video.
You need to.
Let's see. What am I doing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow I'm mowing.
What am I at? Well, tomorrow evening. So it'll be a little bit later. Because tomorrow, Saturday, I'm hitting some damn flea markets.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Well,
I ain't
what
been
I'm
in flea
doing is
market
I'm
for
going to
quite a
go.
while.
That'd be awesome.
I'm going to go find out prices because I think I'm going to open up a little flea market booth.
I can tell you the ones around here like $175 a month.
Holy shit. Well, I know one of them here is only $40 a month, but you got to pay the first, which is fine, the first 3 months in advance. And then
Right,
they
and that may
charge you
be
like 10%.
similar.
Yeah. Like 10% of what you sell, they get.
Right.
But if you pay up front, you don't have to worry about taking nothing. You get all the profit.
Exactly. So, but there's 4 of them up here I'm going to check out and see if I can. I don't know if I tell myself this all the time. I don't know if I'm going to go looking for dolls.
Don't go with any expectation of finding anything.
The funny thing is, you're not looking.
I never do anymore.
Me neither. I just go to go.
That's it, Mike. That's it.
You're not looking.
I don't particularly go looking.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'll see them standing there and I'll walk right past them.
Even though you ain't looking for it.
You know, that's like me with my
I'll walk
tools.
right past them.
You know,
But
I'll
I'll
go in
walk
that
right
store
past them,
mowing.
and next thing you know, there's a doll 3 more booths away that I really want, and I'm like, dude, I just passed up all them, and you're gonna hit me with this.
Exactly.
Oh my
Pass
gosh! That's it.
Like,
Oh,
there it is. That's one of them.
Hey,
look
buddy
how
boy.
cute.
What you doing, Alex?
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
That's my grandson.
Hi, Alex.
That's Chunky Monkey.
Hi, sweetheart. Boy, he's a looking, ain't he?
Yeah.
Hi, Alex.
Chunky
I
Monk.
love babies.
Hey, buddy.
He was a handsome boy.
Yes, he is.
What you doing, buddy?
He is so
He's like,
cute.
give me something to freaking eat.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, take it out. Where's the cracker?
He got a cracker. He got one.
Yeah, there you go. There it
Aww.
He's like, oh, yeah, I got 2 now.
He is.
I'm going to taste this one again.
He is too freaking adorable.
He is.
I figured he was probably too small for them little Menards trucks, but I thought they were cute, and he'd like it later on.
Oh, yeah.
He's cute. Oh, wait, what happened? There we go.
is. There we go.
That was me. I hit the wrong button.
See,
He's
yeah, what
adorable.
you
I'd
doing?
babysit him anytime. I'm playing around with buttons. I'm pushing buttons over here.
Yeah, I don't touch mine unless I have to. Otherwise, I'll turn it off or something.
I'd trade all my dolls for him.
Huh?
I said I'd trade all my dolls for him.
Just for one. Yeah, he a big old lovey boy.
See, if somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I got a kid for sale," and handed me something like that, I'd be like, "Let's go to the bank. Let's go. I want him. I'll take him home."
Yeah, me too. In a second. I don't care what kind of baby it is.
Yes. I don't care
It wouldn't
either.
matter. It wouldn't matter.
I don't
Brand new
care.
baby to have to play with and love on. Hell yeah.
Right?
The way
I
you
miss
want
my kids being babies and little.
it. Oh,
Mhm. Big old hairy goomer, but I love kids.
Yep.
I can't wait till he gets old enough for me to start teaching him.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Oh yeah. 4-letter compound words and all other kind of stuff. And Mama knows it's coming.
she just don't like it.
I don't think she can do anything about it. I'm
Well,
Grandpa.
what in the world is Dawn doing?
Staring at the baby.
She's like, okay, what's next?
She's
What's
babysitting
next?
Chris and Aunt, my kids, they went to the ATM, to the store.
He's adorable. He is too freaking cute.
All I can see is Grandma's chin.
Oh,
I artery or whatever.
Well, she's talking to Chris, I'm pretty sure. Shut up, Chris.
oh, I seen somebody there. She showed a sneak peek. Nope. There she is. Hi, Crystal.
There
It was
she
so
is.
nice to meet you. Your baby is hold on. Your baby is freaking adorable.
I make cute babies.
There we go. Yeah, you do.
For a second.
He is adorable. I said,
Beautiful
I
baby.
trade all my dolls for that cute little guy.
Aw.
Hey, what is that half
You
a
need a whole
shirt you're
new house,
wearing there, kiddo?
It's a whole shirt.
What happened? Is stretch?
Dawn's like, oh, go, quit. She's
I didn't say she was pretty. Looks like her shirt stretched.
I'd rather her shirt stretch than her skirt stretch way up to her chin. Especially the bottom of the skirt, John.
Quit
You
it.
know what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I think you did.
That's like my son. I told him, I said, he got in the car. I took him to his girlfriend one day. And he got in the car and I said, you better wash your hands because you're not getting in my car with stinky fingers. He was like, Mom, I don't do that. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? You're 15
Well,
years
quit
old.
lying.
You've been around the block. I've been around the block. I know better.
Yeah, it's like, boy, quit lying. We all do that
Mom's not
shit.
home.
Yeah, but what they don't get, we all
like,
do
"Just 'cause
this.
you're right. He is too freaking
Alex.
cute.
Alex. I didn't say mom or grandma.
Oh. Make
He's
up
like,
my
man, I'm trying
mind
to
here,
eat.
Dawn. Make up my mind.
Chicken sticks.
Aw.
He didn't like that thing. Well, eat my cracker.
He wants the crackers.
Yeah, he don't like that chicken stick.
He's too cute. He's adorable.
He's a big boy.
I wish they'd bring my grandsons over and let me hang out and chill with them.
Yep. It's always great.
But they're always so busy doing their own thing that I'm an afterthought. I'm only needed when I'm needed as a babysitter, which I don't mind. I don't consider myself babysitting. I consider myself hanging out with my grandson.
Exactly.
They'll be like, "Hey, Mom, can you babysit?" I'll be like, "No, but I can hang out with him." All right, so are we doing tomorrow? Well, I can't do tomorrow at 3 because I don't know if I'll be home yet. And if I'm going to do a investigation on that doll, which would be cool, do the necrophonic app on it and maybe the other spirit box and see what we get. I could use my
that'd be
dowsing
awesome.
rods too.
There you go. That would be awesome.
That's what we'll do. You know what? I might try to do it. I don't know. What do you think about later this evening? Like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be best time for me.
You know what I
Thanks,
could
sir.
do is set my camera up and my stuff and just set it on her, come into the other room and do the other stuff. I don't know.
Right?
Or just
Hey,
set her to
whatever
the
you want
side
to do,
and do
that
like
sounds
I
good.
usually do.
Well, that
Honestly, I've
intrigued
been
me.
looking up online to see how a lot of the people do their haunted doll videos, just to kind of get, and everybody does it so many different ways.
Of course. You'll find your own niche. That's what you need to do. Just find your own niche. Don't worry about everybody else's.
Yeah, that's why
And let me tell you,
channel's gonna be scattered everywhere for the time being.
right, but let me tell you, you got the right voice and the right thing to do here. So just keep it up. You're doing great.
And you know what? I have nothing to hide. I'll give you my name, no, I'm talking about, I don't have a problem spewing out who I am because I have nothing to hide.
That's me. I don't
Some
have
people
any
are like,
problem
no,
with
I
speaking
can't
my.
put my, yeah, some people are like, oh, I can't tell you my last name because I wonder why that is. Think about it. If you can't tell
Well,
somebody your last name, why is that?
here's one of my biggest things about the cop watching world, right? These guys don't want their names known or they don't want their face to be seen, but really, they're not doing it the way they should be. If they really believe in what they're doing, they would want their name to be out there. They would want their face to be seen, and they'd want people to hear them.
Exactly.
Instead of hiding in the background behind a mask or saying, no, 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 my name is Good Citizen. If you're a real player in the world, your name and your face is everything that you have. Use it.
Right. Well, first of all, I am not a great citizen. I'm a decent citizen, only because I'm not a citizen that's going to put up with a bunch of BS to make myself a good citizen.
First of all, honey, you're not a citizen.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're not a citizen.
What am I?
A citizen is somebody that has a contract with the state.
Oh, I'm not that either.
We are individual
I don't have a
humans.
contract with nobody. That's right.
The moment you sign
The only
over for your tags, your license, and all that stuff that you don't have to have because it's not in the law books,
yeah.
you are signing your contract to the state. You are now becoming a citizen.
Oh well, I have driver's license. I have insurance. I have. So I'm a
Just like every
citizen.
normal citizen does. But what they don't understand, the moment they do all this, they are giving up their rights, the real rights, to be able to travel without being accosted, to be able to do this without being accosted, to be able to speak freely about without being told to shut up.
Right. I love it when people
So
tell me to shut up because I just
you're
get
either a
louder.
citizen or you're a human that lives here.
I'm a human.
There you go. You're not a citizen.
I'm just a human. No, I'm a human.
That's right.
A human that is losing faith in other humanity with the way these people are doing things.
Yes. Yep.
I'm out of coffee. I guess I need to go make a pot.
Guaranteeing
Lord
Don's
have
probably drank
mercy.
4 or 5 pots already.
I
Well,
did
I mean,
this
with her,
morning. I got up and gave Lucy a bath. And then my daughter called and said, "Hey, can you come pick me up from work and give me a ride home? My car's not starting." I said, "Nope, I got to take Lucy to the vet, but your brother's here." So I woke Matthew up and sent him to go do it. So, no, I think that I just like being who I am and being able to say what I feel and not have to worry about. I can take constructive criticism, not a problem. If I say something wrong, let me know. Great. You're just helping me to get better with my vocabulary, my speech, whatever. But don't get on there and tell me what I'm doing wrong in my life when what I'm doing seems to be working for me. Just because what I'm doing works for me may not work for you. So,
yeah, and
or
that's
what you're
just only
doing may
because
not
they're
work for
jealous.
me. So,
the problem is they don't understand what you're saying because they don't want to understand.
They want to find an issue
Well,
with
even
what
if
you're
they do
saying, with
understand,
what you're doing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They
and
just
that's
want to
just,
find
I'm
an
going to call it
issue.
jealousy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're jealous over you being able to do this, and they cannot.
What was Dawn shaking her head about?
I don't know.
Oh, you're not even in the same room together. That's right.
No,
No.
she's up there and he's down here. So
Alex is being a
Oh,
bad boy.
Alex Pie. Oh.
Yeah, he's being a bad boy. He's in a bad mood, I guess.
Oh no.
yeah.
Typical
So he
little
giving
guy.
Grandma hell.
Typical little
Yay.
guy. Give him a chicken finger and he gets all pissy.
Give him a chicken finger and be all right.
Well, he don't want a damn chicken finger. He wants a steak.
No, he wants a cracker.
Well, the damn cracker. That's probably the truth.
Plain cracker.
He's like, the hell with his chicken stick. I want a cracker. Damn it, Grandma.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna work on getting off here so I can get some stuff together and get back on here later this evening and do this dolly thing. Try to figure it out. Got really bad clouded eyes. I don't know if you can see it.
I can see her.
Is that the one that you hold the meter up to and in the back it just shows the light?
Yep.
You need to check that one out.
I might have to.
There's
I need to take it out and what? Burn it? Don't say
mine.
that.
That's my dog.
No, don't burn it. Just figure out what's there.
Did you see it?
Yep. I seen it. I like your ride.
Huh?
I like that ride. Yep.
I'm gonna try to get let me drive it one day.
Not a chance.
Are you? I just want to ride on the back of it. Shit, I don't need to drive it. I just want to ride it.
You can. He cannot.
Oh, Lord have mercy. But I guess I need to go let my
The
dog
only swinging dick.
before they have a heat stroke. The only swinging what?
He said he wants to ride a motorcycle, and I told him no. Only swinging. Do you understand that, crazy girl?
I did.
Did you understand that, Mike? If you did not, I said the only swinging dick on my mic is my own.
I'm gonna ride it one day.
I'm gonna stick you in a gas tank. I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't a whole lot of room in that motherfucker, bro.
But yeah, I'm gonna get off here and get some things done. Get me some more coffee.
All
Take
right.
me a scratch break.
Come back.
I'm gonna go itch.
That's a good question. 8 o'clock?
Yeah. Yep.
Go itch.
Hey, I'm gonna post.
But when you coming back?
I'm gonna go itch. I'm going to post it about 7 o'clock. I'll put the reminder up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know if I was working on it.
Oh no, there's nothing new around here.
7.
Oh, wait.
7.
Oh, I'm going to post at 7, but we'll be on at 8.
Okay, the gangster sign. Okay.
She said, Mike, I'm gonna kick your ass. She says, I will be back down there and I will kick your ass.
Is that Dawn?
That's Dawn.
I didn't say that about you.
She don't care. She done plotting
That's fine.
she done plotting to kick your ass. You're gonna get an ass kicking.
I'm getting ass kicked no matter what.
And I'm gonna sit here and laugh at your ass while you're getting your ass kicked.
God, I want to make sure it's after 8 o'clock.
Okay. I'll make sure she saves it up right at 8 o'clock. We can all watch this ass whooping. Sell some tickets.
Mike.
You get an ass whooping.
I'll have to put on there. Mike's getting his ass whooped.
The title will be Mike getting his ass kicked.
Mike getting his ass whooped. I'm gonna put whooped.
Whooped by a little old deaf girl. Ha!
All I do is lay down and say, okay, I'm done.
Hey, see, that's the thing is don't threaten me with a good time, homie.
That's what I'm saying. Please don't do that because you might take it too far.
Here, let me help you out here. Let me lean over. What cheek, left or right?
I freaking hear that. Give me an ass cheek and I'll show you where to play.
Motorboat? Okay, guys. I'm going to get off here and get my rest of my day started.
All right.
Bye.
Much love.
I love you.